What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So, if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation and Xbox. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Forgive me, I'm a little bit under the weather right now, but we got to talk. Make sure you like the stream, share the stream. I need everybody to tune into this show today because it just makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. You know, it's like we just have people that are just higher up in the industry, and it's like they have so much power and they have so much influence. And if you're not using that power and influence to call out these companies like me, right? That's why a lot of people don't like me, because I use my community and I use the abilities that I have to try to make a difference, right? To call these companies out and be like, hey, you know what? This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong, right? But there comes a point where since the very beginning, exclusivity was always a thing since the very beginning, right? Since the very beginning of consoles, there's always been exclusivity. Always been games exclusive to one platform, right? Maybe in the future now, things are going to phase out and things are going to change, and that's going to be that. And we already seeing the changes right now, especially with what's going on in the industry right now, right? We're seeing games are moving from one platform to the next. We're seeing games that are moving from PS5 or Xbox and Nintendo. They have stuff in the clouds, right? Okay. Now we're saying because this game is highly rated, or because this game is this, or because this game is that, it's too much for one platform. But when you look at what Microsoft is doing, like, what is Microsoft doing? What are they doing? They're buying up the entire industry, right? They're buying up the entire industry. And not only that, Microsoft have the same opportunity like everybody else. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They had the same opportunity Sony had to go to Square Enix and make deals happen. So I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no nonsense in my ear. The double standard in this industry is nonsense, bro. The hypocrisy in this industry is nonsense, right? You have all the opportunity in the world to make deals happen, right? But no, Is Xbox known for RPGs? No, right? Xbox has, ever since I've been an Xbox fan, I've never played Xbox or played any game on Xbox that is an RPG game. Like, it's not known for that. Nintendo and PlayStation is known for RPGs, right? And Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is such a niche game. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Not everybody cares for Final Fantasy in the first place, right? A lot of people sit there and they rip apart Final Fantasy and say, oh, Final Fantasy is trash. It's boring. You know, I don't like JRPGs, blah, 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 this and that. It's not for everybody. It's a very niche game. Look at Final Fantasy 16, right? Like, Square Enix didn't even make a profit. Like, they didn't even make a profit. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm guessing if it was on Xbox, it probably would have done better. Probably not. Because majority of Xbox fans, they don't care for Final Fantasy. They don't. That's the truth. Because they turn around and they sit there and rip apart Final Fantasy 16 and said Final Fantasy 16 is trash. You know, too many load-ins and too much cinematics and all this and that. You see what I'm saying? Oh, and Clive just going through the crack of the wall. I remember the clips on Twitter when Final Fantasy 16 was getting ready to drop. And we were starting to see footage coming out and stuff. And the Xbox fan base was ripping apart Final Fantasy 16 and calling it trash. Right? Oh, look at all this CGI bullcrap. Look at all this cutscenes. Ain't no gameplay, nothing. Right? Trash. Complete gutter garbage. Right? But yet still, oh yeah, because Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is getting all the praises right now and it's not on Xbox, it's a problem. Are y'all hearing me right now? Like, I don't understand this industry. I don't get it. But okay. Let's say if the reviews wasn't good and it wasn't getting any praises or whatever, would you still want that on Xbox? Would you still want that on another platform? I don't understand this industry. I don't get this industry at all, bro. I don't. And all we do is complain, and we don't try to make a stand. We don't try to make a difference. We just complain. But look at what Microsoft is doing. Hold on. Let's take a look here. Let's take a clear look at what Microsoft is doing. Oh, you want to sit there and say it's criminal for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth to be on PS5, to be exclusive to PS5. Well, it's also criminal for Microsoft to be buying Bethesda and Activision. What? That makes no sense. That makes no freaking sense. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. I need somebody to explain to me. It's criminal for Sony to have Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth exclusive to PS5 when it's a third-party publisher game. They choose to work with Sony. When they were doing their revaluation recently, not too long ago, they said they chose to work with Sony and continue to work with Sony, right? Microsoft has a partnership. They have a partnership with Square Enix. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, so all of a sudden, this is Sony's fault now. They're a third-party publisher. They can decide, you know what, we're not just going to work with PlayStation. We're going to put Final Fantasy 7 Remake games on Xbox. Not going to happen because they Square is not stupid. They realize that, listen, like, that's not going to perform well on Xbox. It's not. It's not, because the Xbox fan base is not known to care about RPGs. RPGs are a very niche type of genre of games. RPGs are not for everybody. Period. End of story. Is Xbox known for that? No. For years, Xbox has been labeled as the shooter box. So let me ask you this. Isn't it criminal for Starfield to not be on PS5? Isn't it criminal for Perfect Dark not being on PS5? Is it criminal that the next Elder Scrolls might not be on PS5? Is it criminal that Indiana Jones is not on PlayStation 5? What kind of hypocrisy is this? So freaking hypocritical. Bunch of freaking puppets, corporate shills, and frauds. Are those games that I just mentioned are on PlayStation 5? No. No, they're not. Who knows? Indiana Jones might be praised and get high reviews. Is that on PS5? No, it's not. Is Blade going to be on PS5? Probably not. All of Bethesda games, are they coming to PS5? Probably not. We don't know. We don't know. At this moment, at this current moment, they're not on PlayStation 5. They're not. Activision games, are those going to be on PS5? Yeah, Call of Duty and Overwatch stuff that actually does make sense, right? But at the same time, don't act like it's greener on the other side and act like Microsoft is so innocent. Oh, what Microsoft is doing is so great. Sony is the bad guy. We still doing the same. Oh my God. How about you buy a PlayStation 5? How about you? Oh well, it's not on Xbox. It's criminal that it's not on Xbox, and it's not on PC right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be coming to PC. And it's just exclusive to PlayStation 5. That's just criminal, man. What? What? So is every other exclusive. These corporations make these games exclusive for a reason, to make money. If you wanna play that game, go buy the console. As simple as that. Same message Microsoft has been putting out there when they changed up and said, "Oh yeah, exclusive games don't matter. Exclusive games don't help the industry." Blah 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 blah. Then they turn around after they bought Activision Blizzard, and they turn around after they bought Bethesda and say exclusive does matter. And anywhere where Game Pass is supported, is Starfield coming to PlayStation? No, it's not. Isn't that criminal? Get out of my face, man. Yo, I can't stand hypocrites, bro. I can't stand freaking hypocrites. These guys are some freaking corporate shills, corporate frauds. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand it. This makes no sense to me. No sense. Right? And it's like, yes, when everybody plays, we all win. Right? Yes, when everybody exclusivity shouldn't exist in the first place, but that's the nature of the beast. That's the nature of this business. Exclusivity. There's no way around it. That's just the way it is. Deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Because these companies are going to continue to make games exclusive. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's day and date on the console, and then it goes to PC, and then it goes to cloud, and then it goes to mobile. That's just the way it is. Why are we complaining about buy a PS5? Simple as that. If I was an Xbox gamer and I looked at Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and I'm like, yo, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth look amazing. I'm buying a game of the year. I'm buying a PS5 to play it. I'm not fixing to go sit here and act like a hypocrite. No, I'm going to go buy the console. If I want to play the game day and date, I'm going to buy the console. Period. End of story. Are you in the board meetings? Are you in the boardroom? You see what I'm saying? No, you're not. No, you're not. When money exchanging hands, are you there? No, you're not. How you saying what you're saying right now? I mean, is that going to make Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth come to Xbox? Probably not. And if it goes to Xbox, it's not going to do well. It's not. Because Xbox fans don't care for those type of games. They don't care. All Xbox fans want is Gears, Forza, Halo, Call of Duty. What else? I don't know what else. Right? All the stuff that they've been playing before. Xbox has always been labeled as the shooter box, the multiplayer box. Right? At least as far as I can remember. Gears, Forza, Halo, and then everything else around it. Ain't nobody cared about no RPG. The original Xbox RPG? What RPG? What RPG? 360. What RPG? Nobody cared about no friggin' RPG. So don't give me this bullcrap. Did anybody care during the Xbox One generation for RPGs? No. Nobody cared. That's why Microsoft didn't even bother. You see what I'm saying? You gotta stop this nonsense. Stop it. Makes no sense. Like, it's just like, how about you tell Microsoft to stop buying up stuff? Stop buying the entire industry and gatekeep the friggin' games. Tell them that. Bunch of hypocrites and frauds. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of puppets and corporate shills and corporate slaves and a bunch of yes boys. How about you tell Microsoft to stop friggin', bro, that stuff pissed me off. How about you tell Microsoft to stop buying, stop freaking buying? Because that's the only way that they can compete, by just buying. And Sony took a big L. Sony just, they like to react, right? If Microsoft does something, they're going to do something. Sony should have never bought Bungie. Sony should have never bought Bungie. That was the biggest L that Sony could ever take, was buying Bungie, because Bungie right now is just paperweight. Literal paperweight right now. Because of them, we can't get factions too. Waste of freaking acquisition. Waste of freaking $3 billion. Waste of freaking money. Waste of money. Right? And you see what I'm saying? Buying is never good. Because especially when you're buying stuff on a larger scale. Like, I can see if you've been working with a studio for years. Like, what typically Sony always do is, like, studios that they've been working with since day one, they go ahead and purchase them. Now, that makes sense to me. But buying a whole publisher, that's greedy. That's freaking greedy. That's greed. You buying an entire publisher, that is greedy, because you know what that does? That takes away food off the other console makers' table. That's greed. And Microsoft is a greedy son of a gun. Because while they sit here, put on this whole charade about, oh, we want everybody to play games and this and that. Yeah, Bethesda was on the market. Activision was on the market, right? And they were putting their games everywhere. On PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, PC, you know, everywhere. Everybody was playing, right? So it gets me so mad. It gets me so angry. What is Microsoft doing that is so freaking great for the industry right now? They're not doing nothing new. They're not doing something fantastic. All they're doing is gatekeeping the freaking games. I don't like the freaking hypocrites, man. I don't like it. You make it seem like what Microsoft is doing is oh my God, it's better than what anybody else could ever do. Nah, because they got money. And because they got money, that's why they still exist right now, because they suck at making great games. They suck. They don't know how to make great games. They don't know how to fully utilize console. They don't know how to sell freaking hardware. They suck. 2 generations later, after the Xbox 360 generation, and they're still scrambling. Fumbling the freaking ball. They still fumbling the freaking ball. So you tell me, are they better than Sony and Nintendo? You making it seem like, oh, okay, because Sony have all these exclusives and things of that nature, and Nintendo have all these exclusives. Oh, they're the bad guys. Nintendo and Sony are the bad guys. Right? Because it's always Sony and Nintendo have the highest rated games of all time. Notice that Microsoft haven't had a highest rated game in a very long time. What was the highest rated game on Xbox? The original freaking Halo. Halo 2. Those old games from way back when. Do you see Microsoft dropping games that's topping the charts? Didn't you hear what your Lord and Savior Phil Spencer said? Your Lord and Savior Phil Spencer said, there is no perfect world where Starfield is an 11 out of 10 game, right? And people are just going to start selling their PS5s. It's not going to happen because they know. They suck at making great games. All those Xbox studios that they've acquired from 6-7 years ago. How about y'all focus on those studios, your Coalitions, your Ninja Theories, your Obsidians, all these different studios. How about you push those studios? Turn 10, whatever the case may be. How about you push those studios and build great games and sell freaking hardware and compete with Sony and Nintendo? How about you do that? You didn't have to go buy Bethesda and Activision. You didn't have to do that. You're just trying to boost your freaking ego. And you're trying to act like you're the king of the hill when you're not. You're freaking not. You're not doing nothing special, bro. You're not. You're not doing nothing groundbreaking. Buying up freaking publishers makes 0 sense to me. Leave the freaking studios and publishers where they're at. Look at Toys for Bob. You see what's going on with Toys for Bob? They want to remain independent. They don't want to be sucked into the bullcrap. Toys for Bob, it just came out. They want to be independent. They don't want to be sucked in with Microsoft. They don't want that bullcrap. Fight for your independence. I keep telling you guys that, man. Start your own freaking business. Start your own stuff. Don't be getting sucked into the freaking corporate agenda bullcrap, because these freaking companies are greedy. Greedy. All they care about is growth and improving their profit margins. They don't care about you. Microsoft, this entire generation, all they want to be is the good guy. That's all they want to be, is the good guy. You can be the good guy by competing with your rival, by using the 17 studios you had, or however how many studios you had. You could have competed with Sony. Oh, yeah, the biggest generation that we have ever lost was the PS4 generation. That was the biggest generation that we could ever lost, was the PS4 generation. I wonder why you lost the PS4 generation. Because you suck at building great games and developing great games. That's why you lost. And here we are complaining about Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth not being on Xbox. Really? Is that what we're going to do? When games start topping the charts on Metacritic, oh, this should be on Xbox. You should be pointing the finger at your Lord and Savior, Phil Spencer. Because clearly Phil did not see the vision in Final Fantasy. He clearly did not see the vision there. Look at what happened with Insomniac Games. Did he see the vision there? Oh, after Sunset Overdrive. Oh, no. Get out of here, Insomniac Games. Get out of here, Insomniac Games. We're not going to be purchasing you guys. We're going to exit the premises, Insomniac. We're not going to be purchasing y'all. And Sony looked like, okay. All right. The stone that the builder rejects, I'm going to go ahead and buy them. Now, all of a sudden, we see from time to time, you know, Xbox fans, oh, man, I wish Spider-Man was on Xbox. For what? Why should Spider-Man be on Xbox? Y'all dudes sit there and make fun of freaking Spider-Man. Oh, I seen it on Twitter. Spider-Man 2 is trash. Spider-Man is trash. You know, too many cutscenes and woke agendas. You know what I mean? And political nonsense. Oh, it's trash. It's too many cinematics and this and that. Yeah, they don't care for Spider-Man. They don't. And they sure as heck ain't going to care for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because they're going to complain. I've already seen people complain about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in the Xbox community. I've already seen it. So why should it be on Xbox? Why? For what reason? Man, get out of here with that bull crap, man. Get out of my face with that. Talking nonsense. How about you tell Microsoft to stop buying up the friggin' industry? Tell them to stop doing that. Tell them to stop gatekeeping. Tell them to stop gatekeeping the industry. Stop buying up every friggin' thing. That's what you need to tell them. We don't need another Sega. Sega already exists. We don't need another EA. EA already exists. We don't need another Ubisoft, because Ubisoft already exists. We don't need another big third-party publisher. You're not doing anything great, bro. You're not. All you're doing is cornering up the freaking industry, buying up, liquidating the industry. You call that greatness? Is that how you compete? And then now you want to keep everything exclusive for a year or two. Get out of my face, bro. Get out of here with that nonsense. You ain't no better than Sony. Microsoft, oh, look, during the courts, during the FTC, oh, look at us. We're so innocent. We're so innocent. Yeah, Sony got over 200 plus exclusive. We barely got any exclusive. We're the innocent guys here. Yeah, the innocent guys. When the leaked document came out, you were trying to buy the entire freaking industry. Publisher, studio after studio. Heck, you were trying to buy Nintendo. Get out of here. Who wants you to buy Nintendo? Oh, we're such good guys. We're the value box. We're just trying to be great. We're trying to be greater. We tried to attempt to buy Nintendo years ago, but they turned us down, and we're still trying to attempt to buy Nintendo. Get out of here. Nintendo is not for sale. If we keep on allowing Microsoft to keep buying, there will be no competition. And then Microsoft will get complacent. Oh, yeah, dog. Yeah, Microsoft, just go ahead and buy, dog. You're rich. You're a $3 trillion company, dog. Get out of here, dog. How is that? How does that help our industry? They over here policing the freaking games and sitting there dishing them. You're doing the same thing as Sony. You're no better than Sony. Stop acting like you're better when you're not. You're not. Stop it. Yo, that stuff pissed me off, bro. That makes no sense. Stop it. Ninja with the $5. It says, my question is, why is the largest game publisher port back? Exactly. My point exactly. Oh, no. Look. Oh, wait. I'm charged up today. I am charged up today. I ain't feeling too good, but I'm charged up today. You guys know how I get down. It says, why is the largest game publisher pork begging? Why don't they expect more from Xbox and make good games for them? Exactly. Why don't you use your platform? Your high above all platforms. Your high and mighty platform. And tell Microsoft, tell Phil, since y'all been on, you and Phil on the phone all the time. Hey Phil, what's going on? Yeah. Hey, can we get some gaming in? Can we get some Halo in? Hey, listen, Phil, you're doing a great job, man. You're doing a great job. Yeah, man. Let's play some Halo. Yeah, man. You sending me what? Oh, you sending me Hellblade 2 early? Yeah, thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate it, man. We could definitely use Hellblade 2 early. Thank you so much, Phil. Yeah, man. Indiana Jones early as well. Oh my God, that's so great. And what is it? I'm getting the Elite 3 controller for free. Oh, thank you so much, Phil. Yes, man. Yeah. Oh, no. I have no feedback. No feedback at all. Everything is great, Phil. Everything is great. All right, Phil. Have a great one, Phil. Listen to me, man. Yo, you just got a bunch of corporate shills, corporate slaves. Yes, boys. You know what I'm saying? Call this stuff out. Instead of, yeah, Phil. Scott with the 5 say, PlayStation, when they first started, they did what Xbox is doing right now. That's what I'm saying. They're no better. Microsoft is no better than Sony. They're no better because they're doing the same exact thing. And then they turn around complaining. Well, you complain about Bethesda. Complain about Activision. You see what I'm saying? They're buying up exclusive games and they're buying up publishers. They're buying whole publishers. Complain about that. Consolidate in the industry. Complain about that. How about, I don't see nobody complaining about Indiana Jones not on PS5. Starfield not on PS5. Complain about that. Redfall not on PS5. You know what I mean? Wolfenstein not on PS. Perfect Dark. Fable not on PS5. What? Are you kidding me? Complain about those games not being on PS5. Oh, it's get out of here, man. Get out of my face. Thank you for the $10. Says Marlon, what's good, dog? He says, love your streams, man. Keep it up. Hey, thank you so much. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button. Scott with the $2 says exclusives will be dead in 10 years. It's already happening. Games is already being dished elsewhere. Let's take a look at this stuff and you tell me if this makes any sense to you. Let me go ahead and put a timestamp on this. Man, bro, listen to me. I respect certain people that's in higher positions, bro. But don't sit there and talk and make it seem like, it's so wrong. It's so wrong. When what Microsoft is doing, is that great? Is that greater than what Sony's been doing since the beginning with exclusivity? No. I want to ask people in the chat. I want to ask, since Sony's been doing this from the very beginning with exclusives, Is Microsoft making it any better by buying up the entire freaking gaming industry and policing the games and making them exclusive to their Xbox console and Game Pass? Still exclusivity. Get out of here, man. Get out of my face. Let's take a look at this clip. I can't. The double standard in this industry is ridiculous, bro. It needs to stop. It needs to stop.
This is really freaking cool. This is a great series. I understand why it's so beloved by so many people and people are so excited for it. But then that brings up the problem. You can only play it on PlayStation 5.
Yep.
And the Xbox community was pretty vocal about that this week, that how bummed out they were that this great game, if they don't have a PlayStation or a PC.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? Oh, the Xbox community. Is the Xbox community bummed out about Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth? Are they? Oh, okay.
By the way, you can't play this game. I mean, you don't have an Xbox or a PC is what I'm saying, but you can't play this game. Yeah, and it sucks. Just flat out, it sucks. And to your point, Remake isn't even on Xbox right now. And my thing just comes to this. It is coming from a third-party publisher. We obviously see everything that's going on in the industry right now. I hope this is the last time we see something like this in the sense that we got to have these games, especially the third-party ones that I'm talking about specifically. We got to have them on every platform that you possibly can. It's almost criminal that a game this good that is just getting universal 10 out of 10 praises across the board, right, can only be played on one platform right now. And that's
been going on. Hold on. That's been going on for, you know what? Play the video, Marlon. Play the video.
Section of the gaming audience that's on the outside looking in. And they're hoping that maybe in May or June, it'll come to PC and eventually come to Xbox. We got to stop doing that. We just simply do. When I see people talking about that online, I'm nodding my head. I go, yes, I agree. It 100% should be on Xbox right now. I understand there's timed exclusivity things. You pay for this, you pay for that. We got to stop doing it. And I know that Xbox last year has started having a better working agreement with Square Enix. And now we're going to start seeing more Square games come to the Xbox platform. Like even during the Developer Direct, I'm blank. What is it? Not Chrono Trigger. What the hell am I thinking of? The game they showed the Developer Direct.
We have the Mana game. Visions of Mountain.
He don't even know. He don't even know. He don't even know. What in the world? You call yourself a top tier freaking journalist or whatever he is, and he don't know? He don't know? Oh, my God, bro. This got to stop. This needs to stop. What? You hear? Are y'all following what's going on?
Platform, like even during Developer
Oh,
Direct,
my God. Have mercy.
What is it? Not Chrono Trigger. What the hell am I thinking of? The game
we
they
have
showed
the
Developer
we have
Direct.
the Mana game. Visions of Mountain.
He don't even know. He don't even know.
As an example, but
oh my God,
we need a big AAA Final Fantasy VII remake and Rebirth should be on Xbox. I am hoping that Xbox is working with Square to get that on the platform as soon as possible.
They're not. They're not.
Forward, we don't see.
They are not. They are not. They are not. They are not. 7 is not. 7 Remake is not on there. They are not working on a darn thing. They're not. Because Microsoft. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. I can't with man, bunch of hypocrites, bro. This man didn't even know about Visions of Mana at all. You watch the Xbox showcase, but you don't even you call yourself an Xbox enthusiast. I can't. Do you see the double standards here? Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? This has to stop. This has to stop. Yeah, Microsoft buying up publishers. Microsoft buying up. Yes, I agree. Yes, games should be everywhere. Games should be exclusivity should not exist. But guess what, buddy? That's the nature of the beast. Since the very beginning, that's the nature of the beast. That's why it's called business for a reason. These companies go to different publishers and studios to strike deals to sell their hardware. Exclusivity is what sells hardware. If you can get a game anywhere else, you don't have no reason to buy a PS5 if you don't want to buy one, because you can get to play it elsewhere, unless there are certain console-like features that you can't get anywhere else. Then you might want to buy it on PS5, or maybe you have your preferences. But other than that, what's the point of exclusivity, right? What's the whole point of exclusivity? Exclusivity is for these companies to sell their hardwares, period, or to sell whatever subscription service, like in this case with Microsoft. They have things that are exclusive to Game Pass day and date, whether it's third party, and Microsoft does. Hold on, I'm about to shut this down. Okay, all right, I think I just got mad. Okay, let's take a look here. Same thing with A Plague Tale Requiem. Remember when Plague Tale Requiem came out? It was in Game Pass. Day and date in Game Pass. It was not on PlayStation Plus. That was exclusive to their subscription service. Right? Microsoft went and go strike a deal and got A Plague Tale Requiem in Game Pass. And that helped boost the subscribership of Game Pass. Right? Same thing. Man, get out of my face with this bull crap. Same thing with Activision. You sat there and just wiped the whole industry clean. Microsoft knew what they were doing. They bought freaking Activision. And because of Activision, all of a sudden now they're a better publisher. So you wasn't a better publisher before you bought Activision? Are you kidding me? You went on ahead and bought other people's intellectual property just so you can toot your own horn, just so you can say, oh, we're better now. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden now, since they bought Activision Blizzard, everybody just riding on Microsoft. Oh, let's ride the horse. Oh, Microsoft is so great. They weren't great before they bought Bethesda and Activision. Man, bunch of puppets. I don't have time for this, bro. I don't have time for this. Since they bought Activision Blizzard King, right? Their monthly active user base catapulted. Their monthly active user base ballooned to 200 plus, 200 million plus monthly active users, because they suck and they can't just grow their own fan base and try to get as many people as they possibly. They can't compete. They can't compete with Sony and try to grow their monthly active user base. No, we can't do that. So we need to buy. That's the only way that we can win, is to buy. Man, get out of here. Oh, Final Fantasy needs to be on Xbox because it's so critically acclaimed and it's getting so much reviews. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. There's so many other games. Oh, Helldivers 2. Phil. Oh, Helldivers 2 needs to be. Get out of here. Because were y'all advocating for the original Helldivers to be on Xbox? No, because it wasn't a success. Get out. You think that's how this works? You need to see the potential in games early on before it becomes a success. Get out of here. Get out of my face with this. Bunch of hypocrites and frauds. See the potential in games before they blow up. That's being a true visionary. You see the potential in things before it blow up. Buy into stuff. Invest into stuff. Take the risk from early. You didn't see the potential in Helldivers, the original Helldivers. No, you didn't see the potential in that. But all of a sudden now, since it's seeing massive success on the PS5, oh, it should be on Xbox. Get out of here. Because I guarantee you, if this was not doing well, if it was flopping on PS5, none of these suckers would be coming out saying anything. Get out of here, man. It's a bunch of opportunists, bunch of frauds, freaking frauds, puppets, Looney Tunes. Man, get out of here, bro. Pissing me off. Get out of here with that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? If Helldivers 2 was not great, would they be advocating? Please, somebody explain to me. Fable and all these other games. Does that help anybody? I don't see nobody talking about that. Is Microsoft buying up the industry Does that help anybody? Does that help Nintendo? Does that help anybody else? Man, listen to me, man. Don't get me mad, bro. I'm tired of these bunch of frauds and hypocrites. Frauds and freaking hypocrites. Does that help anybody? Does that help anybody? Man, I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that's not helping our industry. That's definitely not. It's not. You see what I'm saying? You make one company look like, oh, they're the freaking worst. And then you make another company look like they're so high and mighty and they're so great. But all these games that Microsoft have exclusive to Game Pass and Xbox, how is that helping anyone? You see how hypocritical Phil was with that statement? You see how many loopholes in that statement? Oh, it doesn't help. Helldivers 2 doesn't help anybody being exclusive to PS5. It needs to be on Xbox. So is everything else that you're doing. Buying up all these freaking publishers and all these freaking studios and making it exclusive. Does that help the industry? Does that help anybody? No, it does not. You turn around and go ahead and buy Take-Two next. Or you turn around and go buy EA or Ubisoft. Does that help the industry? How does that help everybody? Because all you're going to sit there and do is get on the phone with Matt Booty and Sarah Bond. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Great. Listen, we just bought Take-Two. Oh, man, this is a landmine. This is a landmine opportunity for us here to just explode. And check this out. GTA 6 will be exclusive to Xbox. Listen, bro. Listen, man. The greed will never stop. The greed will never stop. It will never stop. Because all these companies care about is their profit margin. That's all they care about. And all they care about is growth. That's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else. Nothing else they care about. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about is their profit margins and making sure that their shareholders and making sure that their investors are happy. Some people are too blind to see the truth, but that's the reality. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, they don't care about your feelings. They don't care. Period. End of story. They don't. So get out your feelings. Go buy a PS5 if you want to play a game. Simple as that. You can't sit here and be a hypocrite, okay? And call the kettle black when on the other side, bro, I don't understand this. You call yourself a gamer. Go buy a PS5. Help the industry out. Try to help Sony out right now. PS5 sales are declining. Go carry your box side and go buy a PS5. Go out there and go buy a PS5 and stop friggin' complaining. Go buy a PS5. Go buy a PC, whatever the case may be, to go play that game that's exclusive to that platform. Because these companies, whether you like it, yes or no, they're going to keep on striking deals. That's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of the business. It's been happening for years. Sony been in business with the PlayStation brand since 94. It ain't stopping. They're going to always have exclusivity. They're always going to have exclusivity. It's always going to be some sort of exclusivity to a certain platform. That's just the way it is. If you call yourself a gamer, go buy. That's why I don't have time for that. I have an Xbox. I have a PC. I have a PlayStation 5. I can play games, whatever game on whatever platform, whenever I want. I don't have time for the console war bull crap. I don't have time for the console fanboy crap, because all it does, the console fanboy stuff, all it does, it makes you blind. It makes you blind to whatever else is out there. You just have this tunnel vision. Xbox. PlayStation, get that garbage out of here. Nintendo, get that garbage out of here. That's why I don't have time for the fanboy stuff. Play games. Play friggin' games. Don't worry about these corporations and what they do. Buy whatever you want to buy. If you can afford to buy a PlayStation 5 and you're a diehard Xbox fan and there's a game on PS5 that intrigues you, buy one and stop friggin' complaining. Because you sitting there talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not on Xbox. Is that going to make it happen? No, it's not. That's going to go up the food chain. It's going to go up to Phil Spencer and then Satya for them to make that happen. Do they see the interest? What about the other Final Fantasy game, right? Final Fantasy VII Remake. Is that on Xbox? You see Phil fighting for that to be on Xbox? They don't care. They don't freaking care. Oh, Final Fantasy 14. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Square is looking at this like we're going to put games that we think is going to work on Xbox. It's going to be on a case-by-case basis. They want to continue to work with Sony. You see what I'm saying? They're a third-party publisher. Call out Square Enix, and I guarantee Square Enix don't care. They don't, because they can pick and choose who they want to work with. I can almost guarantee you Square started with Nintendo. Square Enix started with Nintendo and then they went over to PlayStation. And I can almost guarantee you Square would be like, you know what? We rather work with Nintendo and we rather work with Sony. Period. End of story. But they chose to say, you know what? Yeah, we can work with Xbox. There's some games that we can make that can possibly do well on Xbox or do okay on Xbox. Man, these dudes, man, all they do is they just ride the fame. They just ride the fame, guys. They just ride the fame. That's all they do. And I'm about to ask the chat right now. Let's do us all a favor up in here. Hit that like button, hit that share button, man, because you guys know how I get down. Fraudulent frauds. You see what I'm saying? All they opportunists. Because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is on the brink of being the best game of all time and being the best Final Fantasy game since 20-something years ago, all of a sudden now, oh, it should be on Xbox. But I guarantee you, if Final Fantasy VII, here are the hypocrisy now. Here are these a bunch of hypocrites and frauds. If Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was trash and was getting tanked, them same frauds will be stoning Final Fantasy VII Remake. Am I right or am I wrong? If it was a major flop, they wouldn't want that on their platform. But all of a sudden, it's getting critically acclaimed. It's getting praised. I can guarantee y'all right now, a lot of y'all will agree with me on that. A lot of y'all dudes will agree with me on that. If Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was trash and getting 5 out of 10, you honestly think that Parris would have cared? You honestly think he would have cared? No, he wouldn't be saying that. It's because it's getting all these high reviews. I know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not dumb. I know what I'm talking about. If Helldivers 2 was a flop, you honestly believe that Phil Spencer would have been saying, oh yeah, this needs to be on X? It's because of the success. That's the only reason why. That's why I said a bunch of hypocrites and frauds. Frauds! It's all because of the Metacritic. All because of the high praise. That's it. All of a sudden now, you didn't... People hated Final Fantasy 16. I don't see y'all advocating. Did you see Parris advocating? Did you see him advocating for Final Fantasy 16 to be on Xbox? Get out of here. They were sitting there ripping apart Final Fantasy 16. Oh, Final Fantasy 16 is trash. Oh, Final Fantasy, we don't need another Devil May Cry. Oh, yeah, they're just hiding loading screens whenever you see Clive? You see Clive? He just shimmied through in the wall. He just shimmying through the wall. Right? Oh, that Sony just hiding loading screens. Oh, Final Fantasy 7, not Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 16, it running at 720p. They ripped apart the game and said the game is trash. So all of a sudden now, Rebirth come around. Now y'all want Rebirth. Get out of, man, this stuff pissed me off, man. Pathetic. Man, bunch of frauds, bro. We got a bunch of frauds in our industry. That's all I got to say. all because the game is doing well. Do you think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth should be on Xbox? That's what I'm going to ask y'all. Because if this game was a flop, yeah, there wouldn't be a conversation about that. There wouldn't be a conversation. There would not be. I can almost guarantee you. I can almost get all because they just mad. Same thing. Give Sony they flowers. Yes. Oh yeah. It's on PC. Helldivers is on PC, right? Sony haven't had a major success when it comes to a multiplayer game in a long time. Let them have their flowers. You guys have all the multiplayer games. All the multiplayer games now. They have the upper hand over Sony. Sony was sitting there crying about Call of Duty, right? And at the same time, what did Microsoft do? Oh, yeah. Because Microsoft, listen, bro. I'm going to say, this is the last thing I'm going to say. If Microsoft didn't see the value of putting Call of Duty on PS5, they wouldn't do a 10-year deal. Listen, if Call of Duty was doing terrible on PlayStation and people did not play it that much, you honestly think they would be inking a deal? Oh, we're so best buddies, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. Which frauds you can't deny. Which frauds you cannot deny. Listen, man. Did y'all see these boys advocating for Forspoken? Microsoft want to act like they so buddy-buddy with Sony all of a sudden. Oh, jolly good fellow. Oh, let's hold hands and run off into sunset. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, were y'all advocating for Forspoken? No, because Forspoken was garbage, apparently, right? Oh, Forspoken is trash. Mediocre garbage. Were y'all advocating for that game to be on Xbox? No, you wasn't advocating for Forspoken. And you said, oh, Square is messing up. Square is trash, right? But all of us, it proves my point. All of a sudden, because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is getting all the praise in the industry right now. It needs to be on Xbox. But what were y'all saying that about Forspoken? No, you weren't. You weren't. Were you saying that about Final Fantasy 16? No, you weren't. Bunch of frauds, man. I'm telling you, man. All we doing now is just crying and crying and crying. Oh, this needs to be on Xbox. This needs to be on Xbox, right? But how do you think PlayStation fans feel? How do you think PlayStation fans feel with Starfield and with Indiana Jones, with Blade? People are questioning if Blade is coming to play. How do you think PlayStation fans feel? Fable, Hellblade 2, all these games, right? If those games are highly praised, and how do you think PlayStation fans are going to feel? Perfect Dark. If those games are highly praised, how do you think PlayStation fans are going to feel? Oh no, PlayStation fans, they got to go buy an Xbox, right? They got to go buy an Xbox, or they got to go play it on PC, right? Stop the crying. Go buy. You have financial freedom to buy whatever you want to buy. Go buy and help the industry out. And stop friggin' complaining and being hypocrites and frauds. Man. Nah, they're not going to buy a PS5. They're too high and mighty. They're so much of a console loyalist. They call themselves gamers, but they don't even ask them, what about this game or what about that game? They don't even know what game. All they simply do is play Twitter. Hey, are you playing games today? No, I'm playing Twitter. I'm playing Twitter today. I am playing Twitter today. Are you really gonna buy a PS5? All they care about is clicks and money. Or are you gonna buy a PS5 to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth? Shoot, Final Fantasy, get that garbage out of here. I'm playing Twitter today. Oh, I'm playing Twitter. I'm playing Twitter today. I am playing Twitter today. Man, get out of here, bro. All these boys do is play Twitter. That's it. They don't play games. They don't play. They don't even know. You hear the man. They didn't even know what Secret of Mana was. Oh, what was that game again? You don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. Y'all don't even see it. Y'all really don't even see it, man. Half of these dudes, they on Twitter at 24/7. 24/7 they on Twitter. You see what I'm saying? Visions of Mana. Well, what is that? What is that game? Oh, I don't even remember what that game is. You don't care. Don't stop acting like you care about Square Enix games when you don't. Xbox fans can give two rats about Square Enix games. You don't even know what Visions of Mana is. Man, get out of here, bro. Man, a lot of these dudes, man, I'm telling you, bro, they're just higher up for no reason. They're just at the upper echelon, you know what I mean, of the gaming industry, just because of their, I don't know, because of their, I have no idea why some of these dudes are higher up like that. I have no idea. Call this stuff out. Call it out. Ridiculous, man. Come in with your questions. I don't know, man. Do y'all agree with this man? Do y'all really agree with this man? Let me know. Maybe some of y'all do agree with Parris. I don't know. But I don't agree with, bro, if you're going to say Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth should be on Xbox, of course it should be on there. But at the same time, don't act like what Microsoft is doing is better, right? They're doing the same thing. Is Indiana Jones coming to PS5? No. As of right now, no, it's not. So don't act like, and what is PlayStation fans supposed to do? They're supposed to go out there and buy a PC, right? Go build a PC, right? If they want to play Indiana Jones, right? They're supposed to go out there and buy an Xbox. Do what everybody else is doing and stop friggin' complaining. And all these people do is just shill for these companies. Man, that stuff just pissed me off, dude. It pissed me off. Two wrongs don't make a right. That's what I'm saying. Like, Sony is doing what they're doing, right? Sony been doing what they were doing for years. Okay? Nintendo, the same thing. Right? Xbox, the same thing. Come on, man. Everybody is buying up stuff and doing whatever they got to do to make things exclusive to their platform. Go buy a PS5. What's wrong with that? You're so high and mighty. Go buy a PS5. Go buy a PS5. That's all I'm saying. Same thing with Helldivers 2. You think I'll be sitting here complaining? Oh, you know what? Let me just go build a PC. If I want to play Helldivers, let me just go build a PC. I'm not fixing to sit here making a big old deal. It is what it is. Me screaming and crying saying that, oh, it needs to be on Xbox, is it going to make it happen? No, because Phil needs to see that. He needs to see everybody in the Xbox community complaining. Is everybody in the Xbox community complaining about Helldivers when they said that the Xbox community said, oh yeah, Helldivers is PS2. Helldivers 2, the graphics is garbage. The graphics is trash. Oh, the game is outdated. Outdated garbage. I don't understand why people are so hype about Helldivers 2. Really? But just bunch of hypocrites. But just recently, I saw a whole bunch of people petitioning, 50,000 people petitioning for the game. 50,000 Xbox fans petitioning for the game to come to Xbox. But weren't y'all same dudes out on Twitter ripping apart the game and say how the graphics looks bad and how the game is trash? Get out of here, man. Makes no sense, bro. Makes no freaking sense. Golly, man. He said third party should be third party. Don't cry when your game don't sell then. It says all these people getting laid off. Square better not blame the devs for low sales. I don't see COD being exclusive. You don't see in COD being exclusive because COD can't be exclusive. It can't be. It can't, because COD don't sell well on Xbox. It sells more on PlayStation. That's why Microsoft is not making it exclusive. It's gonna, man, it will be a nail in the coffin to Microsoft if Microsoft make Call of Duty exclusive. You understand what I'm saying? It will literally not do well for Microsoft. It will not perform well. It has to be multi-plat. It started off as a multi-platform game, and it's going to continue to be a multi-platform game. So they just spend $70 billion for nothing. Literally for nothing. Just to gatekeep Call of Duty and have it on Game Pass. Whatever, man. Whatever, bro. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, man. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. You know what I'm saying? You don't see. They just wasted $70 billion. Wasted $70 billion. Like, literally. You should have left Activision. You should have left Activision where they were at. You see what I'm saying? You should have left them there, because everybody knows Call of Duty performs better on PlayStation. That's why you went on ahead and inked the deal. It ain't rocket science. That's why you went on ahead and did the deal. And get out of here with that garbage. And COD will never be exclusive. Anybody who thinks COD is going to be exclusive to Xbox, they're crazy. You're crazy. It says, what's the problem with someone wanting to play a game that's on another console? It's not illegal for a person to feel that way. I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm not saying it's illegal. All I'm simply saying is, you didn't hear what this man said? It's almost criminal for it to be exclusive to PlayStation. Well, it's criminal for Microsoft to be buying up the entire industry. That's what I'm saying. Hypocrite. You don't see the hypocrisy. I never said it was wrong. Nothing is wrong with it being on Xbox. All I'm saying is, what Microsoft doing any better? They're buying up the entire industry. They bought Bethesda. They bought Activision. You don't see the hypocrisy in that? Now people have to buy an Xbox or buy a PC to play Indiana Jones. It's the same thing. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of PlayStation fans that want to play Indiana Jones day one, but they have no choice but to buy an Xbox or a PC to play the game. It's the same thing. Don't you get it? Man, it makes no sense. We're in the Q&A portion. You have any questions on this? Feel free, bro. Feel free. I'm not acting like it's illegal. That's not, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. I'm not acting like it's illegal. I simply said there's nothing wrong with it being on Xbox. But if the game sucked, right? These same dudes wouldn't want it on Xbox. You didn't hear what the man said? Because it's critically acclaimed and it's praised everywhere. It's almost I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Y'all can believe whatever y'all can listen to me, man. Y'all can ride Microsoft all you want. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can go cry to Phil Spencer. Go cry. Cuz some of you're not seeing the point of what I'm saying. You're not seeing the point of what I'm saying. You're not seeing the point. It's not. Nobody said it was illegal. Didn't I say in the beginning, if we all play, we all win? Exclusivity shouldn't be a thing, but it is a thing. Y'all don't listen. Y'all have selective hearing on what you want to hear. Y'all have selective. You can call me a hypocrite all you want, because there's nothing hypocritical about what I said. All I simply said was, hey, how ironic it is for Microsoft to be sitting here buying up the industry, and PlayStation fans are sitting here saying, oh man, I want to play Indiana Jones, or I want to play the next Elder Scrolls. I want to play Starfield. For those of you who want to play Starfield. No, they have no choice but to go buy an Xbox or a PC or subscribe to Game Pass, whether the game is critically acclaimed or not. That's all I'm saying. Period. End of story. Man. Oh, so now all of a sudden now we're gonna see people petitioning for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth because it's getting praised. Don't you see the pattern here? Helldivers 2, critically acclaimed. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, critically acclaimed. All these big. What about the other games? Since y'all want to call me a hypocrite, what about the other games that are on PlayStation that get were they advocating for Last of Us Part 2 to be on Xbox? No, they weren't advocating for that because it's woke and it's this and it's that. You should keep the same energy across every single game should be on Xbox. Last of Us should be on Xbox. Uncharted should be on Xbox. Last of Us Remake should be on Xbox. Last of Us Part 2 Remaster should be on Xbox. Keep the same energy. Keep the same. How is it that I'm salty? What is salty about what I'm saying right now? What is salty about what I'm saying right now? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. I'm calling this stuff out. So, how is it that I'm crying? What is it that I'm crying about? Please tell me what I'm crying about. All I'm saying is there's a bunch of hypocrites and frauds in our industry. You sitting here crying about Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth to be on Xbox. Okay, what about the other games? What about the other games that are not praised on Metacritic? What about the other games that are not like 10 out of 10? What about all the other games? Everything should be everywhere, right? Rightfully so, but is it that way? No, it's not. How, please tell me. Please tell me. Makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Port back for every game. Don't just port back for one game because it's. My point is because he said Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is getting praise right now and it should be on Xbox because Xbox fans are saying that they want to play Final Fantasy. Y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. I don't care. I shouldn't even care what y'all want to call me. Why should I care? I don't care what y'all want to call me. Why should I even care? Ugh. I shouldn't care. Oh, and I'm not going to care. So say whatever y'all want to say. He says, you're telling everybody to go buy another console like we don't just come out of a... What does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything? My guy, what does that have to do with anything? What? 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 You're telling everybody to go buy another console like we didn't just came out of a pandemic? Like people have to start new careers from the what? Calm down. Calm down, Marlon. Calm down. I can't. God, give me strength. I can't. I can't, man. I can't. Oh, Jesus. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't, man. I can't. All I can do is laugh right now, because I'm trying not to be mad. I'm trying to do better and just not getting very upset. You know, I just it's no point in getting mad. It's no point. I'm just trying to laugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. What does the pandemic have to do with anybody buying a console? Weren't people buying consoles left and right during the pandemic? What does the Lord have mercy on my soul. My God, I can't. Lord, why did I pick a day like today to stream? Why? What did the God, Lord have mercy. Help me. I'm telling everybody to buy a console. I'm telling everybody to go buy a console like we didn't just came out of a pandemic. What does weren't y'all buying consoles during the pandemic left and right? What? We will. Ah, Jesus have mercy. You see why I can't win? I can't. I can't, man. I can't. Ah, Jesus, man. I can't, bro. Just, you can't win. It's like, you can't win. You can't win. You can't win. You can't win. You can't win, man. No matter what you do, you can't win. It's always, you know, I'm telling people to buy a console, and we just came out of a pandemic 4 years ago. 4 years later, the pandemic happened, what, late 2019, 2020. We've been past the pandemic now. What does that have to do with anything? Huh? Jesus. Guys, help. Somebody help me. I need help. Ah, man, I don't even know what else to say today. I can't, man. I can't. I give up, man. I quit. I can't, man. I'm about to start crying now, man. It's just, God, help me. I give up, man. I can't. I can't. You see, comments like that, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes no sense. What does the pandemic have to do with buy whatever? Marlon, get to the super chats, man. People spend their money. Get to the super chats, bro. Woosah. Woosah. Hit my pressure points. Woosah. 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 All right. Deep breaths, Marlon. Deep breaths. Come on, Marlon. Deep breaths. Come on, you got this. You got this, Marlon. You got this. Come on. Breathe. Come on, bro. You got this. Woo! All right. So third party should be third party. Don't cry when your game don't sell then. All these people getting laid off, Square better not blame the devs for low sales. I don't see COD being exclusive. All right. Thank you so much, 1234, for the $10. It says, Marlon, I know you're smarter than that. It says the court stopped Call of Duty from being exclusive. Xbox could make exclusive and bring the games to Xbox. If COD was only on Xbox, would flock to Xbox. Okay. He says you're telling everybody. Oh, I already read that. Okay. It says for the chat, I'm not speaking for the world. Y'all only speak on 400 people in here. Do people even think about what they're saying before they say it? For the chat, I am not speaking for the world. Y'all only speak on 400 people in here. Marlon, you can't like you speaking for the nation. What does 400... Okay, man. Okay. He says, screw the haters. God is good. Evil will never win. Damien says, Marlon, forget what everybody else is saying. Bro, everything you're saying is all facts. I hear you, big dog. Agreed. Adams with the $2 says, Marlon, stop letting these fools upset you. I know, man. I know I need to stop doing that. It's just, I don't know. It's just certain comments, you know, it's just like, huh? Like, you guys right. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop letting these people get to me, bro. You know, hold on. Before I get to the rest of the super chat, what does the pandemic have to do with anything? People was using stimulus checks, unemployment checks. Do you think the pandemic stopped people from buying consoles? No, it did not. People were out of work and still finding credit cards. Hello, credit cards, stimulus checks, right? Unemployment checks. And they were still buying. PS5s were sold out during the pandemic. What are you talking about? It makes no sense. Pandemic had nothing to do with this. What are you talking about? Man, guys, help me. Help. I'm it's like I'm freaking out because it makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Pandemic has nothing to do with it. Exactly, Ninja. Exactly. He said Cam used his whole stimulus check on a Series X and now he can't afford nothing else. Oh my God, man. My God, help me. Mr. Nemesis says, Marlon, you do you, bro. He says, it doesn't matter as long as people got a keyboard, they will cry. Keep up the good work. Hey, Nemesis, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro. Nola, thank you so much for the 33 months. He says, what's up, Marlon? Blessings to you, my brother. He says, keep grinding, my G. He says, giving you your flowers. Happy birthday, Rich. Hey, shout outs to Nola, man. God bless, bro. I appreciate you, fam. God bless. Cam with the $5. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He says, I don't see no one donating money. We will. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. He says, I don't see no one donating money to you. Jesus, help me. Oh, my God. Here we go now, man. Here we go. I don't see nobody donated money to you. Do everybody want my credentials on all plats? One console, boys? What does anybody donated to me have anything to do with the conversation? What does anybody... why do people need your credentials? What does your credentials have? What does people donating money to the show have anything? Jesus, I can't. Oh my God. I cannot. What? Huh? Cam, what are you talking about, man? You don't see nobody donating to me. What are you talking about, man? I can't. What? Oh man. Triz, what? Triz, what's up, man? God bless. Triz, what's up? It says, what's good, Holmes? What's up? What's up, Triz, man? Long time don't see. What's going on, man? Larry K, thank you for the $1. Jesus. Now we talking about Now we're talking about people donating to the channel and you have to show your credentials to people. People don't care. Doesn't matter how many console, people don't care how many consoles you have and what your console's credentials are. People don't freaking care. Listen, pandemic or no pandemic, people were still buying PS5s. PS5s were sold out. Series X's were sold out. The point of the matter is, don't sit here and say it's a shame that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is only exclusive to PS5. Now people have to buy a PS5. Well, it's the same thing on Xbox. And this man is an Xbox ambassador. This man is a Xbox journalist, whatever you want to call him. It's the same thing on it. That's all I'm saying. It's so hypocritical because PlayStation fans want to play Starfield. I'm not saying every PlayStation fan want to play Starfield, but it's the same thing. There are certain Xbox games that are exclusive.
To go even further beyond.
Nola Boy $504 100. Here's a donation.
Oh man. Nola with the $100 super Goku. Thank you so much, Nola, for the 100. Nola is trying to prove a point. Nola is like, here's a donation, since I'm guessing nobody donates to the channel, right? Nobody donates to the channel. So Nola just dropped $100 saying, here's a donation. Thank you so much, Nola. I appreciate you, bro. Ah, dang, man. You know, it's like you can't, I never see nothing that crazy amount. What does the pandemic, even today, yes, the pandemic messed up a lot of things that's happening in our industry right now. Bunch of stuff getting delayed, canceled. All our AAA games are ballooning to a lot of money to make. Right? There's a lot of things that are happening right now. Yes, the pandemic messed up a lot of things, but that still didn't stop a lot of people's finances from buying consoles. That's why people have credit cards. That's why people are getting stimulus checks and tax returns and all of that, stocks and bonds. That didn't stop people from buying Series X's and PS5s. If you want to play a game, go buy the console to play it. That's what these corporations been spilling for years. Ain't no difference. Man, this is crazy, man. What is going to be the next excuse? What is going to be you're already using the pandemic as an excuse. A lot of people bought PS5s during the pandemic. It didn't stop them. Everybody was at home. It didn't stop everybody from buying PS5. It didn't stop PS5s from being sold out everywhere and Xboxes sold out everywhere and PC parts being scarce. And inflation going all the way up. Even with inflation, people were still buying PS5s. That didn't stop anybody. This is crazy, bro. This is insane. Says, since Cam want to say something about money, I got you, Marlon. Message to the chat. Yeah, he's saying nobody donates to the channel. I don't know. I don't know. And nobody was even asking about. Next thing I'm going to hear is I'm begging for donations. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. That's the next thing I'm going to hear. Oh, he's begging for money. Nobody asked for any money today. Nobody. Oh, no, since nobody ain't donating to the channel, well, nobody asked for any. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, I can't win. I can't win. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know, that's the next thing. Oh, you begging for money. Here you go begging for money. Ain't nobody begging, nobody asking for anything. I never came on here asking for money. Oh, Jesus have mercy. I can't win. I can't. Golly, man. Oh, Ty Marshall with the $5 says, Sony. Oh, yeah. Remember? Yeah. Yeah, Ty. Here we go now. Here we go. Hold on now. Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to Ty Marshall. Sony has no games. So why are they port begging? Helldivers 2 now final. Exactly. Jesus. Exactly. Remember? Sony ain't got no games. Remember? But Ty, But the reason why they're port begging for Helldivers 2, the reason why they're port begging for Final Fantasy 7 Remake is because those games are doing well. Those games are highly praised and highly reviewed. I guarantee you if it was Forspoken, they would not care. Don't you understand the hypocrisy of what I'm calling out? If it was a game like Forspoken, or if it was a game like Gollum, if it was Gollum that was exclusive to PS5 and doing horrible on PS5, they would not be advocating for that game to be on Xbox. They would not. That's what I'm saying. Bunch of hypocrites. Let Sony and Square Enix have their fun. Let, you know, whoever, Arrowhead, let them have their fun. Let them have their reign, because Xbox is going to have their reign. Ain't Indiana Jones supposed to be performing well and doing well on Xbox? Huh? Come on, man. Stop it. Ain't Hellblade 2 supposed to be doing fantastic? Ain't Fable fixing to do fantastic? Ain't Fable supposed to be doing fantastic on Xbox? There's nothing that Sony can do about that. If Microsoft wants to put it on PlayStation, it's going to be on PlayStation. Microsoft holds all the keys, right? They have all the keys. They got all the Bethesda games on lock. They got all the Activision games on lock, with the exception of Call of Duty. You see what I'm saying? But you see Sony port begging for anything? Sony is not port begging. Phil Spencer, I'm calling out Sony on this one. Helldivers 2 needs to be. Helldivers 2 needs to be on Xbox because it's not helping anybody. So is Indiana Jones. Hello. So is Indiana Jones. So is all the Bethesda games. So is all the Activision games. How is that helping anybody? Oh, I'm sorry. Make it exclusive to the box for 1 year or 2 year and then dish it somewhere. You know better. You know better than Sony. You calling Sony out for being greedy. You greedy too. Because you're sitting there buying up the industry and consolidating the industry. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. Phil is no better. You're no better than Sony. You're calling Sony. This is how I said this man's a fraud. You're calling this man out and saying that, oh yeah, Hiroki Totoki is this. Hiroki Totoki is everybody calling this man out right now. Oh, he's going to mess up Sony, and oh, he this and oh, he that. Right? But at the same, look at what Phil is doing, right? Phil is out here. Oh, yeah, Helldivers 2 needs to be here. So is everything else Xbox got. Need to be on PlayStation. There should be no exclusivity at that point, because all you're doing is the same exact thing that Sony been doing for years. You're not doing anything different. You're just, if anything, you're doing worse than Sony, because all you're doing is buying up publishers. So there's... I don't, man, bunch of hypocrites, man. Rich, thank you for the fire. God bless, bro. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you so much. You didn't have to donate on your birthday. Let's finish up these comments, man. It don't make no sense. It says Sony has no game, so why are we port begging for Helldivers 2? Now Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. What's next? Rise of the Ronin, Stellar Blade, and Phantom Blade Zero? Exactly. How much you willing to... Oh, wait a minute. Hold, Marlon. Because next thing they're going to say is you're begging for money. Hold on. Let me get to Cam's donation. It says, this is my last one, y'all. Block me if y'all... What? If you want, here's some money for the... What? Next time, do a live without your hat. What does me live streaming without my hat have to do with... Lord have mercy. Just leave Cam alone. Leave him in the chat. Let him comment. Let him do his thing. I can't. What does me live streaming without my hat next stream has to do with anything, with the conversation? Oh, sweet Lord. I can't. Guys, help. I need your help. I can't do this on my own. I can't. This is too much. I'm about to prove my next point after this one. Let me get to these super chats. This man, Cam, I can't with this man, bro. Oh, you need to live stream next time. This is my last one. You need to live stream the next time without your hat on. Okay, Cam, okay. First lady, shout out to the wife. Lord have mercy. Shout out to the wife. Oh, Lord, I can't win, guys. I can't win. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. Yo, this line of work is not easy, man. It's not. Shout out to the wife with the $5 says, Thirsty Thursdays. Shout out to the wife. I love you. Big ups to my wife. Next thing they go say, I'm begging for money on stream. I'm begging. Oh, jeez. I'm begging for money today. People donated now, so I'm begging for money. Oh, God, help me. I'm shaking now. I'm so scared now that people are donating because I'm begging for money today. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's the pandemic. It's the pandemic now. Oh, God, help me. Marty Marr says, yo, we have checks and government helping us. And pandemic has nothing to do with 2024. Thank you, Marty. Thank you for the $20. He says, let me read that again. He says, yo, we have checks and government helping us. And pandemic has nothing to do with 2024. And this chat, so stop it, Cam, with the nonsense. I donate Marlon Gaming Nation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that $20. That's very generous of you, man. Lord have mercy. I can't win. Nemesis, thank you for the $5. Says Marlon, Microsoft is like a mob boss. Exactly. He says all they want is percentage off the other developers. Laugh out loud. They don't care about making games. They don't. Microsoft gave up. They don't care. You see what I'm saying? They had all those Xbox Studio games, right? And instead of they go blow for blow with Sony and try to make the best games that they possibly can make. No, in order for them to have any dominance in the industry, no, let's use our money. Let's use our power. Let's try to be greedy and let's buy up everything and leave the industry with nothing to compete on. That's crazy, man. Nobody's saying that you can't acquire stuff, but sitting there and buying up publishers, that's greedy. That's freaking, you're no better than Sony and Nintendo. You're no better. You see what I'm saying? You're a part of the problem. You're a part of the exclusivity problem. You're literally a part of the problem. That's why I said it's so hypocritical. It is so hypocritical to sit there and say, oh, exclusives don't matter and exclusives don't help the industry. But you turn around and buy Bethesda and then you turn around and buy Activision. Make that make sense to me. That makes zero sense. Makes no sense when you're doing. Oh, yeah. Let me get to my other point. Just like old boy was saying, let me scroll down on here. Who said that again? Shout out to my man Ty Marshall with the €5. You heard what Ty Marshall said? Oh yeah, so they're sitting here port begging for Helldivers 2, and they're port begging for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Guys, don't you see the trend here? It's only games that are getting critically acclaimed, only games that are getting universal praise. Were they saying the same thing about Rise of the Ronin? No, they are not saying the same thing about Rise of the Ronin. What did the Xbox fan base say about Rise of the Ronin? Oh, that looking rough, bruh. Rise of the Ronin, that's looking rough, bruh. Is Phil Spencer port begging for Rise of the Ronin to be on Xbox? No, he's not. The Xbox fan base, I saw them on Twitter. Oh, that game is garbage. That Rise of the Ronin game is garbage. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't care. Only when a game is doing well, they will want it to play it on Xbox. Why didn't you say the same thing about, man, Xbox fans was ripping apart freaking Returnal. They were ripping apart Returnal. I don't see y'all were port begging for Returnal. Were y'all port begging for Returnal? No, because y'all said Returnal is garbage. Were y'all port begging for Ratchet and Clank? Nah, it wasn't port begging for that. You don't care about those type of games. So don't sit here and pretend that all of a sudden now you care about Final Fantasy. The majority of the Xbox fan base don't care. I can't speak for every single Xbox fan because I'm pretty sure there are some of them out there that want to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth right now, that are patiently waiting for it to be on PC right now. They ain't throwing a fit because they know this is how this industry thrives and survives off of exclusivity. Yes, it's going to be exclusivity, probably going to phase out 10 years from now. And we already seen it happen where Sony is putting games on PC, Sony putting their games on cloud and mobile and all this type of stuff because they want to attract more people to their platform. So exclusivity is slowly dying out. But don't act like that's not what built this industry, right? Because that's what Microsoft started out with. Gears, Forza, and Halo. Ain't that exclusive? Ain't that exclusive to freaking Xbox? You can't play that nowhere else other than Xbox and PC. Is it on PlayStation? Is Gears on Nintendo Switch? No, it's not. It's only available on Xbox and PC and Game Pass. That's exclusivity. That's a form of exclusivity. I don't understand, right? But to sit here and sit there and say, oh yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth needs to be on Xbox. Of course. Yes, it will be nice to have it on Xbox, but at the same point, like, why is it criminal for it to be exclusive to PS5? Isn't it criminal for Indiana Jones and all the Bethesda games and all the Activision games to be under one umbrella? That's my point. Nobody is saying that it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not a bad thing for the game to be on Xbox. I would love for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to be on Xbox, but is it going to? No, because that's a Square Enix thing. And if Square didn't see the potential in Xbox to put Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's a Square thing. That's not a Sony thing. That's a Square thing. Go get mad at Square. You see what I'm saying? You didn't see when Square recently came out and said, yeah, we want to keep working with Sony. We want to keep on building the relationship that we've been having with Sony for years. That's a Square thing. Square Enix said that. They want to continue. Don't blame Sony. You see what I'm saying? Blame Square. Because Square is a third party. Sony does not own Square. So if Microsoft saw the vision... This is what pisses me off. Way before this happened, way before this remake came to PS4, why Microsoft couldn't go to Square and ink a deal, strike a deal, and say, you know what? Let's do a remake for Final Fantasy. Let's do a partnership. Who was stopping them from doing that? Who was stopping them for saying, you know what? Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Yeah. Let's do a deal. Let's do a deal. No, because who on Xbox wants to play an RPG? Most people on Xbox don't care for JRPGs. They don't care. And Square even know this. Square knows that JRPGs will sell more on anybody who is a gamer from the 90s, from the 80s, know this. JRPGs, where's OJ at? Yo, do I need to call OJ in here? Do I need OJ from Player Essence? I need to call OJ right now. Maybe OJ can tell y'all. JRPGs perform, somebody tag OJ. JRPGs performs better on Nintendo and PlayStation. Everybody knows that. So my whole thing is this, right? If Phil wanted Final Fantasy VII Remake to be on Xbox, he could have already jumped the gun and went to Square Enix and say, listen, bro, we want Final Fantasy VII Remake to be exclusive to Xbox, or we want a piece of that pie. Same thing they did with Sunset Overdrive. Don't y'all remember? Don't y'all remember with that Sunset Overdrive Insomniac situation? They said, nope, we don't want to buy y'all. Y'all, Insomniac, get away from us. We don't want to buy y'all. Every company have different visions. Every company knows what their platform wants. Yes, I am all for games to be on every platform, but that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Exclusivity is always going to be some form, shape, way, or form. Like, it's always going to be a thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. When I think JRPGs, I think Nintendo. When I think JRPGs, I think PlayStation. I don't think Xbox. When you say Gears, oh yeah, I'm down. When you say Halo, oh, I'm down. Oh, that's what Xbox is known for. You see what I'm saying? Period. End of story. And people will be all over that like water on rice. Man, come on, man. So is every other Xbox game. Every other Xbox game should be. All these Bethesda games, all these Activision games should be on PlayStation as well. Indiana Jones, that should be on PlayStation day and date. Who knows? Maybe Indiana Jones might be 10 out of 10. Hello? It should be on PlayStation as well. Man, yo, bro, that is ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, bro. It's so ridiculous. Makes no sense. Let's play this one more time. Let's play this one. Hold on. The last thing I'm going to say before we play this clip again. If RPGs and all that stuff was so great on Xbox, right? Or there's a major need for that. Don't you think that Microsoft will be doing crazy numbers in Japan and doing well in the Southern Asian region? Don't you think they would have done way better in Japan and other parts of Asia if that was the case? Xbox is not known for that. They're not known for JRPGs. People don't buy Xboxes to play JRPGs. He said, "Don't matter if it's 11 out of 10." Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Let's play this one more time, and then we're gonna answer some questions. You know, like this is for those of you who are just now coming in and not realize. Hold on, let me bring the chat over here. For those of you who are now just coming in and you don't realize, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know, yeah, it's all opinion based. It's Parris' opinion, it's my opinion, it's y'all opinion. But I don't know, man. This
is really freaking cool. This is a great series. I understand why it's so beloved by so many people and people are so excited for it. But then that brings up the problem. You can only play it on PlayStation 5.
Yep.
And the Xbox community was pretty vocal about that this week, that how bummed out they were that this great game, if they don't have a PlayStation or a PC, by the way, you can't play this game. I mean, if you don't have an Xbox or a PC is what I'm saying, but you can't play this game. Yeah, and it sucks. Just flat out, it sucks. And to your point, Remake isn't even on Xbox right now. And my thing just comes to this. It is coming from a third-party publisher. We obviously see everything that's going on in the industry right now. I hope this is the last time we see something like this, in the sense that we got to have these games, especially the third-party ones that I'm talking about specifically. We got to have them on every platform that you possibly can. It's almost criminal that a game this good, that is just getting universal 10 out of 10 praises across the board, right, can only be played on one platform right now. And you have a section of the gaming audience that's on the outside looking in, and they're hoping that maybe in May or June it'll come to PC and eventually come to Xbox. We got to stop doing that. We just simply do. And when I see people talking about that online, I'm nodding my head. I go, yes, I agree. It 100% should be on Xbox right now. I understand there's timed exclusivity things. You pay for this, you pay for that. We got to stop doing it. And I know that Xbox last year has started having a better working agreement with Square Enix, and now we're going to start seeing more Square games come to the Xbox platform. Like even during Developer Direct, I'm blank. What is it? Not Chrono Trigger. What the hell am I thinking of? The game that showed the Developer Direct.
We have the Mana game.
Visions of Mana.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That game as an example, but we need a big AAA. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth should be on Xbox. I am hoping that Xbox is working with Square to get that on the platform as soon as possible. And I hope moving forward, we don't see.
Okay. Did you hear? Did you hear what this man? Yo, shout outs to Parris. You know, It's all love, man. It's all love. Everybody got their own opinions. You know what this man said? There needs to stop being time exclusivity. What is Microsoft doing right now? Isn't Microsoft doing the same thing? Oh, they don't need to be no more console exclusive, and they don't need to be. You see how hypocritical that sounds? You know, they need to stop doing time exclusivity. What is Microsoft doing? They're starting off with 4 games, right? And basically what they're doing is time exclusivity. You know, Indiana Jones, all these games could potentially come to PlayStation in the future. Time exclusivity. That's what I'm saying. Say the same thing about Xbox. You know, Square needs to stop and Sony needs to stop. God dang. I cannot, man. It makes no sense. Oh man. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that has something to say about that. I'm pretty sure. Shout outs to BG. I'm pretty sure BG is probably gonna have something to say about this if he don't already tweet about this already. I'm pretty sure multiple people are gonna have something to say about what he just said, because it's no different from what Microsoft is doing. You're over here chastising Square Enix for making stuff exclusive to PlayStation. You're over here chastising PlayStation for having exclusive games. But look at Xbox. They have time exclusivity. They have everything that PlayStation have. You see what I'm saying? They're doing the same thing. The same. They're no different. They don't get a pass. Oh, my God, man. I can't. Crazy, man. Crazy. Let's get to this Q&A, bro. I can't. I can't. Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger, Marlon. Chrono Trigger. What does Chrono Trigger have to do with Visions of Mana? I can't, man. How about this? Right? How about everything is everywhere? How about that? How about everything is everywhere? And we have no exclusivity. How about that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. He said, did you hear the controversy that Tifa has got? Oh, yeah. I saw that, Luke. I saw that. He said, don't disrespect Chrono Trigger. No, I'm not disrespecting Chrono Trigger. I'm just saying that he brought up Chrono Trigger for Visions of Mana. You know what I'm saying? He brought up Chrono Trigger for Visions of Mana. No, I'm not disrespecting Chrono Trigger. I'm not disrespecting Chrono Trigger. It says, if Sony don't march to Microsoft beat, they are wrong. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's so hypocritical. It is so freaking hypocritical. Like, call Microsoft out too. You say, all good, Marlon, just messing with you. I know, Randy, I know. All I was just doing was calling this stuff the hypocrisy in the industry, bro. Like, call Microsoft too. Call them out too. No, he's not going to call out Microsoft. You know why? I still need to get those free Game Pass memberships. I still need to get those free games. I still need to get those free games from Xbox, so I'm not going to call them out. He says, pay $70 for a Series X. Yeah, pay $70, pay $500 for a Series X, or pay $500 for a PS5. If you want to play a game, that's just the way the industry is right now. Buy a PS5, pandemic or no pandemic. If you can afford it, buy a PlayStation 5. Simple as that. Or wait for it to go to PC. Everybody got. No, we have a tie. Our top stream donator is still Joseph, so we got a tie between him and Nola. It says, I'm late. Who called out Sony? Parris. Parris is just like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth should be on Xbox. And rightfully so, yes, it should be. But like I said before, what about Microsoft? Like, what is... I don't know, man. All because the game is being worldwide praised right now. It's 10 out of 10. You heard what he said? Oh, it's a 10 out of 10 game. It should be on Xbox. So what if it's not a 10 out of 10 game? Would you still want it to be on Xbox? Probably not. Bunch of hypocrites, man. Bunch of freaking hypocrites. So is every other game. So is every other game that's exclusive to Xbox. So is every other game. He says, are you playing Helldivers 2 with members? Yeah, I'm planning on doing a a stream on it again soon. I was playing on Twitch a couple of days ago with members. So if anybody wants to play, let me know. It says I can't beat the final night on Final Fantasy 16. I don't know how to beat. Really? I'm not even there yet, to be honest. I'm more than halfway through the game though. He said no wonder Sony being sued for 10 billion. I wonder why. Wait, Sony being sued for 10 billion? Oh, you talking about that UK stuff? I don't know if that's going to even... You talking about those people that were suing Sony? I don't know if that's going to hold up, or I don't even know what's going on with that situation. I saw it got brought up again, but I don't know. It says it's always been on Sony. It's like saying Halo need to be on PlayStation. Everything is not meant to be everywhere. Mario wasn't on Sega. Hey, man. Hey, man. He said, Marlon, you're doing you know what? Oh, yeah. I need to clarify some stuff here. When it comes to the members only stream, I need to figure out what's going on, because the last couple of times when I did a member only stream, like for some reason, people wasn't fully, I don't know if YouTube is sending out notifications for members. Like there's not a lot of members in the members only stream. Like when the last time when we did 2 members only streams, and I think we only had like 20 people in the stream. So I don't know what's going on there. So moving forward, we're just gonna, stream just regularly, and then just have the members that are already on my friends list just play with us, and then we'll just take it from there until we can figure out what's going on. It's a UK suing Sony. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out. I mean, Sony can't catch a break right now. They can't catch a break. They lost $10 billion in market value. Games are ballooning to a ridiculous amount of money. They have to find a way to scale back on spending too much money right now. Like, there's so much stuff going on with Sony right now. EA just laid off, 670 people. EA just canceled the Mandalorian game, the first-person Mandalorian game. Oh, man, I'm so pissed about that. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in our industry right now. It ain't just Sony, bro. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Layoffs left and right. Games getting canceled left and right. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It says play FF7. I don't want to play. Well, one, I'm also finishing up Final Fantasy 7 Remake right now to get a story refresher on the game. And then 2, I'm scared to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth because people don't want to be spoiled. And I know how people are when it comes to Final Fantasy games. They don't want spoilers. So I don't feel like it's any benefit in me streaming the game because people are going to be like, too many spoilers. So certain games is good to stream and certain games is not good to stream. But I am still playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake right now. Like, I'm like pretty much still playing it so I can get a refresher on the story and stuff before I get into Rebirth. But I just don't want to go buy Rebirth, stream it right now, and some of you guys are going to be complaining about spoilers. You know what I mean? You got to be careful with spoilers with that game. Michael Pierce says, answer this, Marlon. Why should Final Fantasy 7 be on Xbox? Why should it be on Xbox? So that Xbox fans can play it. So that Xbox... No. So that Xbox console owners can play it. But my whole thing is this. I think almost everybody who is an Xbox fan have a PC. So when it comes to PC, they'll play it on PC, right? Why should it be on Xbox? So everybody else who don't have a PS5 can play it. That's why. But what I am saying is, my whole point of all this, the same thing could be said for every other game. The same thing could be said for every other freaking game that Microsoft have that is exclusive. You see what I'm saying? That is exclusive. He says, I don't hear or see Parris asking for foam stars. Nope, he's not. He's not. He's not. He's not asking. That's what I'm saying. The games that are doing bad. Look at Rise of the Ronin. Do I see Parris advocating for Rise of the Ronin to be on Xbox? Nope. Nope. Do I see Xbox fans asking for Rise of Ronin to be on Xbox? Nope. Because they said it looked rough. I see a lot of Xbox fans said that game looked Phantom Blade Zero. Do they want Phantom Blade Zero on Xbox? Nope. 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 Do they want Foam Stars to be on Xbox? Nope. But I guarantee if it was getting praised, if it was getting 10 out of 10, yeah, they'll probably want it on there because it's getting praised right now. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. It says, or blame Nintendo for having exclusive Monster Hunter Rise for 2 years before going to PS or Xbox. Exactly. Exactly. Blame Nintendo, right? I don't see you blaming Nintendo. I don't see, man, listen to me, bro. I can't, man. Whatever. Oh, it's just Sony and Square Enix. Nah, bro. It ain't just Sony and Square Enix. It's not. Nah, baby. We done with the topic. We're just in the Q&A. We're just in the Q&A, baby. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that share button for me. Subscribe to the channel. He said Parris is not a console warrior. If Sony showed Helldivers 2, in that case, it's time to celebrate. Yeah, if Sony showed Helldivers 2 at Sony Showcase, Xbox would, like all games. Man, bro. I mean, let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think about Parris? What do y'all, as a gamer, as somebody that's high in the industry, as a spokesperson for the industry, what do y'all think about Parris in terms of a gamer, in terms of somebody that have a higher power than me? And I mean, what do you think about Parris? I mean, do you think Parris is right? I mean, what do you think about Parris? I just ask you guys the poll. I just ask y'all, do you think that Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth should be on Xbox? 66% of you guys said no. What do y'all think about Parris? Be honest. What do you think about Parris? It says Parris has a clear bias, though. Parris is a hypocrite. Sony sucks. Well, I guess they suck, my man. He says, I would be surprised if Sony survives the next 10 years. For real, no joke. He says, I want Stellar Blade because of oh, Lord, because of the physics. Oh, here we go. Parris is a bot. He's a clown. Parris flip-flop way too much and reads to me like a shill. Says Xbox said Helldivers 2 is a PS2 game. Exactly. That's my point. They say it's a PS2 game. Why would you want... That's my set. That's a bunch of hypocrites, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you want a PS2 game? Why would you want a PS2 game on Xbox? They sit there and trash freaking Helldivers 2 and say it's PS2. Why would you want a PS2 game on Xbox? Why? Come on, man. Stoney says Parris is trash. Parris is a clown. Kid Smooth was the addict. He says doing his podcast saying Sony should give Xbox Spider-Man 2. Is he mentally ill? He said that would never happen. He thinks it's only fair because Xbox put 4 of their games on. But that's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. That's what my point is. My point is this, right? Like I said, I respect Parris in terms of, you know, his position in the industry and what he does for the industry. I'm pretty sure there's some pros that he does for the industry, right? Now, like I said, I don't agree with every single thing Parris says, or I don't agree with every single opinion. I just feel like, yes, Xbox, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth should be on Xbox. But at the same time, what about what Microsoft is doing? I think Indiana Jones should be on PS5. I think Blade should be on PS5. I think not Final Fantasy VII, State of Decay 3 should be on PS5. I think Gears of War should be on PS5. So is everything else, whether it's critically acclaimed or not. Period. End of story. That's it. You know? So it's just like I just don't get it, man. Like it's just like if there's a game that's exclusive, and that's what I'm saying. Why would people want Spider-Man 2 on Xbox? Why would the Xbox fan base? Why should the Xbox fan base need Spider-Man 2? Why does the Xbox fan base need Spider-Man 2? What's the point? What's the point? Because they trash Spider-Man 2 and say Spider-Man 2 is mid. Spider-Man 2 is trash. Bugman 2. Why would anybody want to advocate for Spider-Man 2? I mean, Microsoft does not like Insomniac games. They didn't buy them. They didn't acquire them. They didn't see faith in them to have Spider-Man and then Sunset Overdrive, another iteration of Sunset Overdrive. Like they didn't see that. They didn't see the potential in them, so they didn't acquire them. You see what I'm saying? So why should Spider-Man 2 be on Xbox when clearly the Xbox fan base rip apart Spider-Man and say Spider-Man 2 is trash, Spider-Man 2 is mid? You see what I'm saying? It's just so hypocritical to me. It makes zero sense. Zero sense. Aaron, thank you so much for the $10, man. God bless. Thank you. Appreciate it. He says, hey, Marlon, been listening. The whole point is if you're a true gamer, just buy both consoles and play what you like. Simple facts. It's up to the developers. God bless you and the MGN family. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's all. That's my point. Why not buy a PS5? You see what I'm saying? That's the job of Microsoft. Do you see the entire Xbox fan base mad that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not on Xbox? The majority of the Xbox, I can guarantee you, if you are an Xbox fanboy right now, I guarantee you, tell me in the chat, if you're an Xbox fanboy right now, tell me, are you mad that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not on Xbox? Because I can almost guarantee you that a lot of you dudes are going to say, heck no, I don't care about no Final Fantasy, bro. That's not my cup of tea. You see what I'm saying? If you're an Xbox fanboy, if you're an Xbox enthusiast, please let me know in the chat. Do you care for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Because Final Fantasy is a niche game. It's not for everybody. So please tell me, do you really care about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Probably not. Probably not. I can almost guarantee you. The room says, yo, Marlon, Sony has been buying up developers, but on a much smaller scale. If they had as much money as Xbox, they will be buying a whole lot more, keeping everything they can exclusive. I do agree. I wouldn't put it past them. But in this case, it's Microsoft, right? And Microsoft is the one with all the money. So therefore, they're going to buy, right? And I honestly do believe that Sony should have never bought Bungie. They should have never bought, because right now, Bungie, did y'all not hear that Marathon is a joke? Like people that beta tested Marathon and things of that nature said the game was not that good. So really and truly, that's what I'm saying. Acquisitions, buying up publishers don't mean great. You see what I'm saying? That's not always a good thing to buy up publishers, because what is the benefit of you spending billions of dollars buying up publishers if they're not going to benefit your platform? How is Bungie helping out Sony right now? They're just oh my gosh, man. Come on, bro. Come on. This stuff is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It says, I didn't see Sony port begging for Power World. Nope. Sony don't care. Somebody asked Shuya Yoshida about Power World, but I don't see Sony coming out saying, "Oh, we wish that Power World was on PlayStation." Do you see Jim Ryan or Herman Hulse coming out saying they wish Power World was on PlayStation? No, they don't care. They literally don't care. I have not seen one headline saying that Jim Ryan or Jim Ryan or Herman Hulse begging for Power World. I haven't seen none of that. I've seen Shuya Yoshida. Somebody asked Shuya Yoshida if it's coming to PlayStation. And he said, yeah, maybe sometime in the future. That's what I saw. That's the only thing I saw about Pal World. That's it. Ocarina Hero 93, thank you so much for the $2. Says, what's your thoughts on GameStop? Man, listen, bro. Listen, bro. Hey, man. I'm not even gonna really give that no attention. I'm really not. I mean, God bless that man. You know, if he wants to make videos off of other people's content and talk about other people and stuff like that, if that's the way you make your bread, by all means, do what you do, bro. I don't have time. I really don't have time for channels like that who sit there and verbatim go back and look at somebody's video and somebody's entire video is their content. Like, I don't have time for stuff like that. You know, let him do what he do. Let him do what he do. You know what I mean? I don't have time for channels like that, man. You know, it is what it is. If that's how he gets his growth or grows his channel, by talking about me and talking about other content creators, by all the means, do what you do. You know, get your bread, do what you do. It says we didn't ask for the 4 Xbox games. Most I don't even know, man. I don't even know. You just can't. You can't. It says if that is true, that's unfortunate because Marathon trailer looked good. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing, bro. That apparently Marathon was not that good. People who actually beta tested for Marathon or played the game, they said it was not great. So I don't know. I just don't know. So at this point, you know, Bungie is just useless to Sony right now. Useless because they haven't produced anything since the acquisition. Useless, you know? So I don't know. Besides Destiny, I just don't know. I just don't know. The Room says, if that's true, that's unfortunate because that marathon. Oh, yeah, I already answered that. He says, hold on. Weren't Starfield meant to be on PlayStation before Microsoft bought it? Exactly. 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 But hold on. But these same dudes that are sitting, hold on, you see how hypocritical these people are? These same dudes that are advocating for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to be on Xbox, why weren't you advocating to your Lord and Savior Phil and telling him, yo, why not put Starfield on PlayStation? Starfield was in development for PlayStation 5. And then Phil came in and said, nah, cut that, cancel that. You see what I'm saying? You don't see the wrong in that, right? You don't see the wrong, but you're sitting here coming after Square Enix. You're sitting here coming after Sony, but you don't see the wrong in Microsoft's doing. You think Microsoft is so perfect, right? They're not perfect. They're just like every other corporation. Greedy. Just greedy. You see what I'm saying? When Sony wanted Starfield to be on PS5, right? Because this was already in motion before the acquisition. Right? So Sony was all aboard for it. And then as soon as Microsoft acquired Bethesda, guess what? Oh yeah, no. Get rid of that. Get rid of that PS5 port. No. We ain't putting that on PS5. You don't see the wrong. You don't see the wrong in that. But you coming after Sony and Square Enix about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. How about you go after Microsoft and be like, yeah, I think Starfield should be on PlayStation. Do you see Parris talking about that? You see what I'm saying? Very hypocritical. Do you see Parris advocating for Starfield to be on PS5? Because Starfield is so great, right? Starfield is #1, right? Starfield is an 11 out of 10 game, right? Why are you not advocating to your Lord and Savior and call him? You got Phil's number on speed dial. Call him and tell him to put Starfield on PlayStation 5. Man, come on, bruh. Waste of time. Waste of freaking time talking about it. Waste of freaking time. Waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Waste of time. It says Xbots have Halo Gears. According to them, they're the best shooters of all time, yet they're port begging for Helldivers. He says, remember the ABK deal? Bots kept saying, get an Xbox if you want to play Call of Duty, etc. Now look, karma. Hey, man, Helldivers 2. Ah, man. He says, stop port begging. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I have an Xbox. Oh, I have an Xbox, bro. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Y'all want me to show y'all? I got an Xbox. Where's my Xbox at? Let me show y'all boys, bro. Let me show y'all boys. These boys, man. These boys. I got an Xbox, bro. Let's show y'all boys, man. Let's show y'all boys. I got an Xbox, man. My wife knows I got an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? Look. Yeah. Right, babes? We got Xboxes. Right? Look. Yeah. Yeah, we got Xboxes, bro. Look at this. You remember this boy right here? Yes. My old Xbox from 2001. Yeah. Yeah. You see it's all busted up? Yeah. Oh, he's not a gamer. He don't game on Xbox. Oh, yeah, this old freaking original Xbox from way back when. From 2001. You see how old and dusty and crusty this mug is? You see how old, dusty, and crusty these ugly things are? Look at this. Yeah, he don't have no Xbox. That's right. He doesn't have an Xbox. He don't game on Xbox. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Still got it. Still got it. You know what I'm saying? So shoot, I'm not complaining. What am I complaining for? If I want a game on Series X, shoot, I'll game on Series X. If I want to go back to my OG Xbox, I'll go back on my OG Xbox. If I want a game on my Xbox 360, I'll go get my Xbox 360. I still got all them things from when I bought them years ago. Still got my Xbox 360. See how old and crusty and dusty this stuff is? This stuff got spiders. This stuff got roaches in there. I mean, this stuff is old from 2000 and still got it same freaking way. You see how scratched up and dusty this mug is? Come on, man. Stop, bro. Stop. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still got it. Still got it to this day. And I still play on it too. And it still works. It still works. It still works, baby. It still works. It's dusty and crusty, but it still works. It still works. Oh man. He says my Xbox disk drive is cooked. Yeah, that disk drive is gone. Disk drive is a goner. Oh yeah, the wife says I got a new job. Yes. The wife got a new job. Yes. Amazing stuff. Should be working closer to the house now. It says, no, we don't need to see all your man. Oh, I'm so done with her. I can't. He said, Marlon, you're too funny. Man, I love you guys, man. I love y'all. Don't listen to Gaskin, bro. Don't listen to her. It says, I got both consoles. I got a Series X and a PS. That's it, bro. I'm not complaining. It is what it is. These companies are going to do whatever they want to do. These companies are going to do whatever they want to do. I don't care. It's not going to affect me one way or the other. I play wherever I want to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It says, let's not act like PS fanboys don't be... Oh, for sure. They do. They do. They're not innocent. Nobody is innocent. Nintendo boys ain't innocent either. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo boys ain't innocent. Oh, yeah. 360 is the best, bro. 360 is the best. Adam says, you got Phil Spencer on speed dial. Y'all want me to call Phil right now? I can call him for y'all. I can call him, man. It says Xbox is going to overtake Sony this year, and you watch you ponies cry. Hey, and if Microsoft overtakes Sony this year, yay! I'll be so happy. That's what we've been waiting on. You know what I'm saying? That's what we've been waiting on all these years for Microsoft to outdo Sony. We've been waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for that. You know, for the longest time. We've been waiting for that. It said Marlon have Gears stream with subs. He said tell these guys to pick up their controller. He says PlayStation's gonna get those but you remember what? Listen, remember what Matt Booty said? Matt Booty said we got 10 games. We got 10 games coming out this year and next year. You know, between this year and next year, we got 10 games coming out. That's what Matt Booty said. So, hey, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, baby. I'm waiting, baby. I want Microsoft to outshine Sony. I want Microsoft to outshine Sony. Believe me, I want that. I want to see that happen. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what Matt Booty said. Matt Booty said they got 10 games. Matt Booty said, yo, we got 10 games. We got 10 games. We got 10 games. That's what he said. That's what Matt Booty said. That's what Matt Booty said. You know, so we gonna see, man. I want them to outdo Sony. Believe me, that's what I want. You know what I mean? I want them to win the generation. You know what I mean? Show us something that we have never seen before. That's what I want. We've been waiting since Xbox 360 for Microsoft to have that fight in them. That's what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, there's that. You know, there's that, man. That's exactly what we want to see. I don't mind. I'm tired of Sony carrying. I'm tired of Sony carrying each generation. So I would love that. Oh, for bet your bottom dollar. Oh, for sure. I would for sure love that. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be awesome.
To go
yes, sir.
Even further beyond.
Yeah.
Yay for First Lady $50. Stop waving around $1 computer hardware that should probably be in the trash. Go First Lady for getting a new job. Hooray for women. Hooray for her and your daughter who is also a woman. Hooray for females. I pray can throw your job.
Woo! Woo! I can't. Woo! Gaskin, you funny, man. Gaskin funny as heck. I can't. Yo, shout outs to Gaskin with a $50 donation with the big 50. Shout outs to Gaskin. Oh, God. Let's go, ladies. Let's go. Yes, sir. Shout outs to Gaskin with the big 50. But no, guys, on a serious note, man, you know, it's just like, bro, we just gotta play games, man. I get it, man, that it's okay to advocate for games going to another platform and stuff like that, but that's why you know, you have other consoles on the market, you know? And it's either you buy it or you don't, or you wait. So there's that, man. Blessings. Make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate y'all boys, man. Yeah, I did talk about that, Thriller. That they want to be independent. They want to be independent after the ABK deal. And I don't wrong them for that. I did talk about that earlier. You know what I'm saying? I did talk about that earlier. He says, give me God of War and I'm happy. God of War is on PC. God of War is on PC. So there you go, man. It's on PC. And the funny thing is that a lot of people been trashing the Xbox fan base trashed God of War Ragnarok and said God of War Ragnarok was trash. And it looks like a PS3 game. Remember, guys? Remember? They trashed God of War Ragnarok and said God of War Ragnarok. Thank you, Anthony. And they said God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok is a PS3 game, and it don't look next gen. Remember that? It says God of War is nice, but I need to. Oh, okay, I understand. Well, you're on the right platform. If you're on Xbox, you got Call of Duty, you got Overwatch, you got tons of stuff, right? So. He said, play God of War on PC. Exactly. That's what I said. God of War is on PC. You know, that's the beautiful thing about Sony putting their games on other platforms so that everybody can play. So you don't necessarily have to buy a PS5. You can wait for it to be on PC. He said, nah, God of War Ragnarok is dope. Yeah, they were trashing God of War Ragnarok when God of War Ragnarok came out. It was like, oh man, this is garbage. It looks like a PS3 game. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It said Xbox dudes, the last dudes to talk about graphics. Everything is visually inferior to PlayStation. Oh boy, now you about to stir the pot up again. Now you about to stir the pot up again now. Now you about to start something. You about to start up something now. You about to start something up now. Oh boy. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Oh boy, you about to start something, man. He says, go take care of your daughter instead of making a fool out of yourself. God bless this man. God bless you, bro. God bless you. Nobody time him out. Nobody time him out. Just let him say what he's gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Let him say what he wants to say. Let him say what he's gonna say. You trying to get me to get upset. I'm not gonna get upset. So you can say whatever you want to say, bro. Go take care of your daughter instead of making a fool out of yourself. Oh, please, please. My wife will handle that. I don't have time to be mad about stuff like that. That is just, okay, bro. If that's how you feel, okay. He said Hellblade 2 is 3-hour campaign. Oh boy, here we go. Hellblade 2, that 8-hour game. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. She's very well taken care of. Thanks for your concern. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know what, man, people are so disrespectful, bro. I don't have time for this stuff. I really don't have time for this stuff, but you know, it's all good, man. I don't know, what does my daughter have to do with anything that I do here on stream? I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm not going to waste my time getting mad about that. That's nothing to get mad about. Say whatever you want to say, bro. Don't mention my family. Don't put my family in this. My family has nothing to do with this. Period. If you just get so mad and whatever the case may be about these consoles, let's keep it gaming. Let's keep it gaming. Don't mention my family in this, bro. Don't do that. Period. End of story. Yeah. K-Bird, I appreciate that, man. That's why I say God bless that man. You know, it's all good, man. It's all good. You know, it's all good, man. You know, people take this gaming stuff way too serious. Way too serious. You know what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, now I got to go take care of my daughter. What does my daughter have anything to do with this? She has nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with this. What? Oh, he's probably on child support. Don't trip. Who? You talking about Merc? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I have no idea. And if that's the case, then hey, that's his business, you know? I know I take care of mines. That's all I could say. So yeah, he said he don't have a lot of games left in him. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I guess ever since Uncharted 2, he said, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, what we have gotten this generation from Naughty Dog is Last of Us 2 and then a bunch of remakes and remasters, but okay. He's probably a Nicki Minaj fan. Well, maybe he is. Maybe he is a Nicki Minaj fan. RPG says, you are working, Marlon. He says, that's taken care of, fam. You good, man. Hey, it's all good. It's all, people are always going to say crazy stuff. It's all good. My family is well taken care of. My daughter is well taken care of. I'm not worrying about any of that stuff. People are always going to have something to say. And that's something that I'm working on getting better at, is not get worked up on every single thing people say, because people are always going to say things, you know? They're always going to say things, man, you know, because they know they want that response. They want that response. So it says, I'm going to ask again, Marlon, don't you think it's a good idea to bring back Legend of... Oh, for sure. Legend of Dragoon. Don't you think it's a good idea to bring back Killzone and Resistance, SOCOM and Warhawk and what's that game called? Motorstorm. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Hellblade 2 is in development for way too long. Hellblade 2 looks like trash. Ouch. You don't like how the game looks? It says Xbox got nothing left, so they are name calling and doing personal attacks. It says, haha, it's okay. Cap. It's all good, man. You know, God bless that man. It's all good. It's all good, bro. We ain't got time. We ain't got time for all that. We are good. We're blessed, and that's all that matters, you know? It's all good, man. It's all good. He says, I'm gonna okay, let's see here. It says Hellblade 2, it's like the exact type of game Xbox claimed to hate, over the shoulder narrative games. Yeah, they said Sony games are one and done games. So isn't Final Fantasy one and done? That's my whole point. It's just a bunch of hypocrisy. That's my whole point. Like, it's like, ain't Final Fantasy one and done? They always said Sony games are one and done. Why would you want one and done games on your platform? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. Can somebody answer me on that one? They always say Sony games are one and done games. So why would you want to play one and done games? Isn't Final Fantasy one and done? You know what I'm saying? Isn't Uncharted and God of War and all those other games one and done games? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't. Isn't Helldivers 2 trash according to them? And Helldivers 2 looks like a PS2 game. Why would you want Helldivers 2? Isn't Helldivers 2 one and done? Oh man, come on, man. Come on, man. It says, hi, Marlon. Do you think, it says, what do you think about PS and Microsoft situation in terms of what? You mean in terms of the entire industry right now with layoffs and stuff like that happening? Exclusive games ballooning to ridiculous amount of money to make? Or what are you talking about? They said the people on the Xbox side talking trash, and the ones on PlayStation talking trash are usually the ones that play 4 games only. It says, we don't want FF7. We don't want Hellblade or Last of Us. We don't. Ponies are dressing up, pretending to be Xbox fans. Oh, the industry? Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks, man. It's just a trickle effect of the pandemic, and, you know, inflation. And, you know, it's just a mixture of all of that, man. And these games, technology, going up and, getting more advanced and overstaffing, and also just overall, man, the economy itself, it's just a mixture of all, man. It sucks either way. EA just laid off 650 people. Supermassive Games laid off people as well. I mean, in the entire industry, it ain't even just Sony and Microsoft. It's everywhere. When is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming to Xbox? I don't know. It might never come to Xbox. But Parris was saying that it should come to Xbox, which I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with Final Fantasy VII being on Xbox, but it's the fan base. The majority of the fan base for Xbox don't care about it. You know what I mean? It's just because it's getting critically appraised right now. It's a critically acclaimed game. It's getting 10 out of 10 across the board, and everybody's talking about it. And so they would want it on their platform too, to get some of that money. Right? That's it. And but like I said, when everybody plays games, we all win. Period. So yeah, I'm all for games to be on every platform, but that's just not the way it is right now. Games are going to be exclusive on platforms for the time being, maybe for a limited amount of time, and then it's going to go elsewhere. So there's that. Xbox said Spider-Man 2 is short, but say nothing about Hellblade, which is shorter. Hypocrites. Hey, of course, they don't see that to talk about. It says facts. It says we don't care about Final Fantasy VII. Exactly. You guys don't care about Final Fantasy. That's why it really surprised me that Parris was saying that, the Xbox community is at an uproar because it's not on Xbox. Xbox fans never liked Final Fantasy. When Final Fantasy 16 came out, they were saying, it's trash and one and done and all this and that. It said, Marlon, could games be capped at 80 to be made? I mean, it's a possibility, but also, like I said, being that technology is going up and getting more and more advanced, and it's getting more and more expensive to get a hold of these tech to use to make these engines and stuff, licensing fees and all that type of stuff. I mean, yeah, Sony's going to have to scale back. They're definitely going to have to scale back. They're definitely going to have to lower the budget of these games. There's no need for you to be spending $300 million to make one game. That's like a lot of movies don't even cost that much to make. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, instead of you spending 300, how about you spend 150? Or how about you spend 100 million? You see what I'm saying? So, some of these games, these AAA games, they're going to have to scale back on. Period. Hey! Nathan, thank you so much for the 16 months. Thank you so much for being a member. God bless you. All the members, shout outs to all my members. I appreciate you guys rocking with the show. I appreciate y'all and supporting. It says, sounds like pure hate, or they haven't played them. If they did, they would want. Exactly. Because they look at Final Fantasy 16 and say, oh, Final Fantasy 16 is trash. Square Enix is hiding loading screens with Clive just shimmying across the wall and things of that nature. I remember they rip apart Final Fantasy 16 for dropping as low as 720p resolution. Remember when Digital Foundry made their analysis when you were fighting against a particular boss in Final Fantasy 16 and they start bashing the PS5, saying the PS5 is weak and the PS5 is trash and Final Fantasy 16 is garbage, remember? But now all of a sudden, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because it's getting all the praises that it's getting, it needs to be on Xbox. Wow, man. Some of the worst Final Fantasy games need to be on Xbox too. I don't see people advocating for that. That's my point. That is my point. Don't just advocate for all the good games. Advocate for all the bad games, because maybe people might see the value in playing bad games. I'm just saying. Hey, True. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button. I've never been, see, exactly. And Rob Jones, I'm pretty sure you're an Xbox fan. He says, I've never been a fan of any of the Final Fantasy games. Each to their own, just isn't my type of game. Exactly. Final Fantasy is a niche game. Final Fantasy is a niche game. Period. End of story. You know what I'm saying? It's a niche game. It's not an everybody type game. So I don't see You said Marlon, they got 52K Xbox tabs port begging. It says for Helldive. Oh yeah. They have 50 something thousand people port begging for Helldivers too. Yep. He says, have you covered the workplace culture at Firesprite being extremely toxic? I saw that. I will be covering that in another show. I'll be covering that in the next show that we do. It's bad everywhere, man. It's bad. I just talked about the EA stuff, laying off 670 people, canceling the Mandalorian game. That sucks. That's horrible. You know what I mean? It's just, it's everywhere, man. It's not just Sony. It's not just Microsoft. It's everywhere. Rob Jones says, I have a PS5 and a Series X, Marlon. I prefer my PS5 for the exclusives, and my backlog is stacked. See? Told you. See? True says, Marlon, do you think the video game industry is gonna crash again? I don't think it's gonna crash. I think what's happening right now is a lot to do with the aftermath of the pandemic, right? I think layoffs and stuff like that's been happening way before pandemics happened. The games, balloon into ridiculous amount of money is part of inflation. You know what I'm saying? It's part of corporate greed. You can say that too. It's corporate greed and things of that nature. But again, you don't necessarily have to spend $300 million to make a great game. You don't have to. You see what I'm saying? So, and not only that too, but also these game costs is, in terms of how much these games cost, $70. I mean, Sony is planning in the future to charge $100 for freaking games, which is insane to me, right? Considering right now people are complaining about games being $70. So it's just tough right now, man. But yeah, it's the aftermath of the pandemic, man, and inflation and things of that nature. And Sony right now spending way too much money, on these games, and they really need to scale back on that and only spend money when it's necessary. But I think the video game market is going to be fine, even though a lot of people are losing their jobs right now. Those developers are going to be rehirable. They're going to get hired somewhere else. Insomniac Games did talk about it. A lot of development studios, a lot of publishers are helping out those developers that lost their jobs. So the industry will be back to where it needs to be. But stuff like this is going to continue to happen because of the global economy. Economically speaking, right now, it's not good. You know what I mean? So you can't expect every industry to do great. Just like the movie industry when they had all them strikes and stuff like that. Look at Rockstar. Now, a lot of the developers that were working from home are now going back to the studio. And it seemed like it's going to be a crunch thing because now apparently Rockstar is on the final stretch of GTA 6 development, right? And so they want all hands on deck. I think, 5 days? I forgot how many days, but they want all the developers to go back to the studios. You know what I mean? And in full grind mode. So, it's just, man, it's happening everywhere, man. It's happening. Nathan, thank you for the 5, says they think it's the FF of old. He says the way the remake was made had me sinking hours. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I don't know, man. It's just like I said before, and I'll say it again. 2025. Now it might get delayed. It might. I think GTA 6 might get delayed. But we'll see. We'll see. 5 days work in a week, and it's like the world is coming to. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. It says Sony up Final Fantasy 7, Stellar Blade, SM2, New Game Plus. Yeah, make sure y'all give the stream a like for me, guys. Get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. I appreciate you guys. Any more questions? October 2025. Yeah, either October or November of 2025. I can see it happening. You know, I can see that happening and stuff. I think it might get delayed. It might get delayed. I'm not getting my hopes up. It might get delayed, to be honest with you. It might get delayed. It might get delayed. It might get delayed for sure. It might get delayed, man. It's crazy right now with everything that's been going on as of late. Everywhere you turn, it ain't just Sony. Everywhere you turn, games getting canceled left and right. It's insane right now. You know, nothing is green. The grass is not greener on the other side. Everything is getting canceled. You know, if Rockstar Games doesn't get delayed, then it will be the first. He says Rockstar said they are start working on GTA 6 in April. Let's see, the PlayStation Plus is trash compared to Game Pass. Not even close. It says, are you looking forward to Black Myth Wukong? Yes. He says, time to play Rebirth. Got the disc. It says got 2 discs in it. Oh, that's what's up. You bought the regular edition has 2 discs? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people. That's all everybody's talking about is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, baby. But I love y'all. Appreciate you guys coming through today, man, for supporting our show. Make sure you give the show a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. But yeah, man, the video game industry right now, yeah, not good, man. Not good. Not good. Layoffs after layoffs. Multiple games getting canceled left and right. Games getting delayed. All sorts of stuff. So love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for coming to the stream today. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Turn on that post notification bell. I love y'all. Be blessed, be easy. And I'll catch y'all in the next video or stream, all right? Peace. I love y'all. Be blessed.